So I'm hearing the barge and all this love is waiting for you, my baby, my sugar. Baby, listen. So this message couldn't go with the last message, so I had to separate them out into two separate messages. But hey, butterflies, and welcome back for vibing with me, the Alchemy Doctress. And so we're making some shifts as we chat with our higher selves, and your higher self was introduced to your complementary soulmate. The message that I got, that I wrote down was your soulmate saw you in their dreams last night. It was something about that full moon. With sidereal, the full moon was the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. And it was very intense. It was very visionary, but it was a lot of astral projecting that happened with this full moon. A lot of astral projecting was happening. A lot of remote viewing was happening as well. My hand is itching. The wind is like starting to blow. Your soulmate, your complementary soulmate. This isn't a soulmate that they're coming into your life to learn lessons. They're literally your match. You two match. You fit together like how the fingers come in together like this. And you're not just alike. It's kind of like the things that you lack, they're great at. The things that they're great at is the things that you need extra support with. But it's not in the sense of you both trying to figure it out, going through all these super difficult times to figure it out. It's like you both know each other when you meet. You don't need to be convinced. You don't need to be convinced of each other. I'm hearing fire energy and water energy. That is so interesting because those don't go together. Okay, Spirit, what signs and energies? They said it could be any sign and any energy. I want to say signs and energy, but Spirit is saying it could be any sign or energy. Okay, there's sirens going on in the background. So both of you all are actually wrapping up the end of a cycle. So you recently became aware of a love cycle that you were in, and certain characteristics about yourself that you needed to get better at, that you needed to work through. And it was kind of like those things. The thing was, it was you realized the cycle that you were in and what was keeping you in that cycle. So you address the things that was keeping you in that cycle so that you could then get out of that cycle, get out of that loop that you were in. So now that you're out of the karmic loop, you're in a whole new like timeline energy, and it's attracting you to higher level conversations, connections with your higher self, and connections with other people who are aligned with your higher self. Your complementary like partner, your love partner, your lifetime partner was connected to your highest frequency, 333 on the time. They were connected to your highest frequency. Last night, you both were introduced to each other. Some of you all had a dream of them too. They were a stranger in your dream. Meanwhile, there was someone else in the dream that you knew. And that person that you knew was a representation of the cycle and the loop that you've been healing and evolving from. It's like your dreams over the course of the past week, for sure, has been showing you how to release and what needs to be released. For example, I remember when I had a dream and it was of an ex, and they were like, they moved in across the hall from me, and I just kept knowing when they were coming in and out. I knew everything about them. Like I would be right there at my door when they were going in and out, whatever the case is. And in that, Spirit was like, y'all need to not be like following or connected to each other on social media. Y'all don't need to be knowing what's going on in each other's lives. It's hard to move on when you're connected in that way. And so that dream came through to show what the blind spot might have been. that needed to, be dealt with to get out of the way. And this same thing is what's happening with your soulmate. They got that same call last night. Like, you both are at the final piece of closing a loop in a cycle. And when y'all meet each other, I'm seeing someone with glasses, okay, and a short haircut. I'm hearing low cut Caesar with the deep waves. So quick to snatch up your Beyonce. You're gonna be like his Beyonce if you're a woman, okay? If you're a man, like, you're gonna be like, y'all are gonna be that complimentary. Who's the representative of Beyonce? Morris Chestnut, Denzel Washington. Um, you're going to be that person that they've been dreaming of. I'm hearing all my life, I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. Okay, this person is going to be thanking God when y'all finally meet, and they are not gonna let you go. Do you hear me? Because their soul and their spirit is going to know you. Their soul and their spirit is going to know you. It's not going to take months of them having to know you. It's not going to have to take, your souls have gone through a certain level of evolution to where you recognize each other when you first see each other, because you have literally been training for this moment, like training day. You've been training for this moment. You've gone through the lessons, you've gone through all of that. Your spirit, your soul has been training to know when you see something that is real versus when you see something that is not worth your time. So, this wasp, I need you to keep your little tail over there, okay? Don't you dare bring yourself over here. This ain't even that type of party. What? You getting too close. Okay. That's what I thought. Get your ass. They be trying it. Okay. They be trying it, baby. We not friends. We not friends. But you know what? That goes with the message though. You know the wasp now. Your person, they know the wasp now. So it's like when you both meet each other, your spirits is gonna know this is not a mosquito. This is not a wasp. This is not a bee. This is my fellow butterfly. This is my fellow cardinal. This is my fellow, what other partnered animals, like this is my fellow hummingbird. Like, it's not something that's going to sting me and take away from me. It's not something that is going to manipulate me, um or drag me along. They're going to be sure about you the same way that you're sure about them, because you may have found yourself being sure about people in the past that was not sure about you. And the reality is that in a lot of ways you were probably looking at them for potential and not for who they are and what they really showed up. But what you need to understand is that everything that you've been going through, every lesson that you've been going through, your soulmate has as well. Your complementary lover, your complementary partner, they have as well. I have a class inside of the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation. I'm adding it to the site now. We did it live last month, on understanding the difference between, you got your twin flames, your soulmates, and your complementary partners. Your complementary partner is the most elevated and most evolved partnership you can get in. This is giving a vibe of you both have gone through different karmic connections, karmic relationships, twin flame relationships that were meant to set you ablaze, that were meant to set you on fire for certain things so that you can go through and be refined and prepared. When I think about glass makers, right? Glass makers, that fire has to be heated up to oh my gosh, that fire is so high. And as that fire is up, the glass is molded through the fire, and you only have so much time to mold that glass in the fire. So what may have been happening, what I'm getting is that you and your soulmate, you had to kind of repeat a few lessons a few times, because you didn't really get through the fire and the molding and the timing that was happening, because you wasn't really realizing what was happening. You were still in the training. And once you got a hold of it and understood what it was, then it was just like, cool, game time. Literally, your person is going through the same level of growth and decision that you're going through right now. So the level of healing that you put into everything, they're putting into everything in their life. The discipline that they're putting into their life, you're putting it into your life. Your complementary partner, your soulmate, is literally doing the same things that you're doing. They're breaking away completely from those cycles that didn't align. So last night and last night's dream, it actually motivated them to want to get their shit together even more. Yep, you appearing in their dream last night, it shook them and it put like this sense of fire under them. And that's why, honestly, when you woke up this morning, you felt very similar like that. Like, oh my gosh, I got to get my stuff together. I got to get this together, because someone realized if they don't get it together, that the amount of time that they have with you is going to be shortened. Okay. It's not the sense of, oh, I'm never going to meet my lover. It's the sense of they know that the longer they take to put into place those things, the longer you take to put into place of your things, and then the shorter amount of time that y'all have together in this lifetime. Because this isn't y'all first lifetime together. This won't be your first lifetime together, but this will be your first lifetime together where you're not going through karmic twin flame lessons. This is someone, although you've met other people who you've had love relationships, connections with from past lives, it's like they came back into this life to be that lesson again, because you kind of chose those lessons in past lives. And now it's just like, are you going to notice the lesson and get away this time? That's what that is. So now you and your person, y'all were never able to be together in the past lives because y'all never learned the lessons. Y'all kept going through the same refinery process. You get what I'm saying? You kept changing the mold of the glass. And then you also had the moment of being taken out of this earth earlier. You know what I'm saying? 1221. But you both knew that you would one day have your time, and that time is in this lifetime. But they got a dream of you last night, and they realized, if I don't get, it's this one final thing that they got to get together with their money. So that may be the same thing of what's happening with you as well, as what I just got from spirit. As much as I want to go pull my cards, I'm gonna just let spirit talk through. Um, it's getting this vibe of they have to work on something with their money right now, because I'm hearing Kanye, nah, 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 wait till I get my money right. Nah, 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 then you can't tell me nothing, right? Okay. This person feels like a slave to something that they have going on in their life. They could be a slave to debt. They could be a slave to some people in their life that they're connected to through financials or something else. And they're, yeah, sirens in the background to confirm. Is giving this vibe of your person is currently, oh, I want to take this. Okay, I gotta make sure I be real careful, because only thing I got on is a sports bra, child, but it's hot. Hold on. I was trying to get my robe properly, so like if I was to get up or move, like y'all wouldn't be seeing, ass and coochie all on the intranets, okay? But this person is currently, it's something they have to get together with, like past debt, soul debt, karmic debt, whatever it is. But this is one final thing that they have to master, and this thing that they have to master is the same thing that you have to master as well. And so I feel like it's something to do with your finances, with your stability, with how you discipline yourself with your finances or your stability, or like your energy, your value within yourself, how you value yourself, the things that you do to show that you value yourself, okay? It's something along the lines of value, Taurus energy, Empress energy, Libra energy. Um, you both are tapped into the same lesson right now, put it that way. So if you need an indication of where your soulmate is currently at right now and what they're doing, they're literally a mirror to you right now. They are a mirror to you right now. So whatever lesson you're going through right now, they're going through it too. Y'all are tethered. You came here tethered. This lifetime, y'all are meant to get it right, and you will get it right because you don't have as many distractions as you did in the past lives of attempting to reunite with each other. This lifetime, y'all have had distractions, but you've been picking up on you've been picking up on the indications and like what they mean and all this other jazz. You get what I'm saying? You've been picking up on it. So you see it now. In the past lives, you didn't see it, but now it's kind of like now that you have more knowledge in this life, some of you all may have even had like a past life regression or a hypnotherapy session, and it opens you up to the information of this. Okay. So this is just like confirmation. But this is just giving a strong vibe, y'all. You just need to know, baby. They had, oh my gosh, that dream got them in a place where they're just like, I got to get my shit together. I got to get my shit together. I got to get my shit together. Okay. A lot of Jupiter energy. Today is Thursday too. So that makes sense. Yeah. Today is Jupiter day. Um, they not playing. They saying the longer it takes for me to master this concept, and the reason they know that they have to master this concept because this is the one thing that will get in the way of you both being able to be in complete alignment with each other how you need to be. I'm hearing, so don't worry, don't question, don't, oh, when is my person coming? When is my person coming? The less you watch the water boil, the faster it boils because you're focusing your energy on something else. So if you need to master a certain skill, because that's indicative of what your soulmate, your complementary partner is also mastering. Don't waste your time doing things wondering where it's at and when it's going to happen. Spend your time mastering even more pieces of yourself. Spend your time putting yourself in the places where y'all can run into each other. You get what I'm saying? But not you going there intentionally to run into them. You're going there because you love Pilates every Tuesday morning, or you're going there because you go swimming every Saturday morning at the Y. Like this is a normal routine that you're in with your higher self and your higher vibration, and you meet them in this normal routine. Okay. You meet them in this normal routine that you have set for yourself at your highest pinnacle, at your highest state of being. Okay. It has nothing to do with the city you're in. Believe it or not. Now, I do feel sometimes people can kind of feel landlocked in the cities that they're in where they really just don't get out and start exploring different things. And, they kind of get bored with the space. And it is like this thing of, it's like a honeymoon phase of moving to a new place that you have. And it's like when you move to this new place with this honeymoon phase, it's like it turns out you start feeling the same way of what you felt in the other city. It gives me the vibe of Cranes in the Sky by Solange. I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I traveled 70 states. Thought moving around make me feel better. It's not the moving around. Oh my gosh, this goes with the message that I just channeled earlier. Baby, you and your person gonna find each other no matter what. It ain't got nothing to do with the location. As long as you are in alignment with your highest vibration, your highest frequency, y'all gonna see each other. Even if it's you taking that solo trip somewhere and y'all meet each other at the airport. Do you hear me? I tried to let go my lovers. Thought if I was alone, then maybe I could recover. To write it away or cry it away. Away, 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 away. You can do it wherever you're at. Whatever you want, whatever you desire, whatever is for you, it can't miss you. You're always going to get what you're in the vibration of. And sometimes we're in spaces that seem a little bit more trying to be in, but it's about finding the peace and our highest self in those spaces by creating the proper boundaries, by having the proper discipline and the proper preparation. For example, my routine got broken because my personal trainer um had something, an emergency come up that he had to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go walk for a mile and I'm going to get in some light exercising. I'm still going to keep my routine in and we're just going to do the exercising tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Well, the deep exercising tomorrow. Adjust and keep those routines and be flexible. But that's the message, y'all. I love you all. If you're interested in a personal reading, past life regression, hypnotherapy session, connecting on socials, all that jazz, check out the links down below in the pinned comment. I want to hear from you all. Did you have a dream from your soulmate too? Like, did that pop off for you? Did that pop off for you? Okay, listen. But as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. I love y'all and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Okay, I gotta do this without showing body parts. Okay. I love y'all.